to another episode of the Benai's Podcast. As you know, I am the host, Benai Reader, aka Big B, and everybody please welcome my father, Brian Reader. What's good, Dad?
What's going on, son? What's happening?
We doing great. Anything you want to say? Alright, because it's been a hot minute since we done a collab and whatnot, really.
Yeah, it's been too much going on. I don't even know where to start. I don't even know where to start, man. It's been a minute. Let's just go and catch up when we catch up. Let's roll.
Yes, sir. Right. Everybody, check out the podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and check out the Patreon. Numbers going up. Also, I've been off of Discord, but I'm gonna come back to Discord with it. But anyway, let's get to it. So this has honestly been in my mind for a very long time, and I wasn't thinking about talking about it until I found out that a lot of people had the same idea with the whole rap culture right now. Like, I remember when it came to rapping, it was more on like trying to get out of the ghetto. Like, sure, there's some songs that rappers say that are sexually or whatever or provocative, but most of the times there's been some rap songs where it was more on like trying to like survive the streets, survive the ghetto, and survive life just in general. But now we got some rappers that are like condoning talk about some be on my block and this is gonna happen, or it ain't all that bad or something like that. And now I'm not saying that I know much about being in the hood or whatever like that, but what I know is that watching Good Times or whatever, watching like a show talking about the projects and whatever, it ain't fun. That's not fun.
Nah.
That ain't fun.
And then the whole Good Times aspect of it, that's a lot of people that lived in hoods, they'd be glad to have the life, or not glad, but they would accept the life that they had on Good Times over the life they lived. Because I think Good Times was supposed to have happened in, I guess Chicago or somewhere, whatever.
Somewhere around that area, yeah.
I think it was Chicago. But if you take that stamp in time and how that was a hard time then.
Yeah.
The people that are in Chicago now in those same areas.
Mm-hmm.
That would nowadays that would be tame to them. That would be almost an easy life for them if all you had to worry about was where your next meal was coming from. Because you'll make a way now, and your options are greater now for getting the stuff that you needed for your family then.
Yeah.
And now, then you look at, for instance, let's look at, I grew up in the streets now. The way we grew up in Fieldcrest was harder than what they dealt with on Good Times.
For what you told me, yeah.
Man, yeah. I mean, we were tight.
Mm-hmm.
Your hood is always tight. That's where I think a lot of the territorial rapping comes in.
Yeah.
When people say, you come by my block, we'll do this. It wasn't really like that. Back when we were coming up in the hood, you could come through our hood, just don't come through with no garbage. You know what I mean? Don't come through there wanting to start any junk, as we would say. Don't come through starting no junk or whatever. And you were cool. I mean, you could be from. Because man, shoot, we had, we were from Fieldcrest, but we had friends, close friends, in City Heights, Piedmont Manor, Hay Street, and all the other different, Willow Homes.
Yeah.
Green Line and all those places. We had we all had friends, and some people had girlfriends, boyfriends, wives, and all that kind of stuff from different neighborhoods.
Yeah.
But just as long as if you were from another neighborhood, like if I, me being from Fieldcrest, if I went to a party in City Heights or whatever, and just acted a fool.
Yeah.
Then them boys gonna be like, no, man, you can get on from here and all, get away from here with all that, and then they would gel and come together and be like, okay, we at City Heights are one. We got to get him out of here. He got to go. But now it's like if if you're just not from somewhere, and especially these major cities, I don't think it's. I haven't experienced it like that here. I still ride through other neighborhoods or whatever, and say hey to everybody that's still alive. I ain't locked up.
Yeah.
It's not territorial like that.
Yeah.
It's just in the music where it gets like that, and even in that instance or whatever, a lot of them ain't even real. A lot of them guys or whatever talk about fighting and shooting and slinging dope and all this money they make and all that, and they don't even know what an ounce of powder looks like, only guns they've ever seen are the ones they play on Call of Duty or
Halo.
Halo or something like that.
GTA maybe.
Yeah, those are the ones they've seen, or they have no real experience in that stuff, and it's really not an experience you want. Because even though I grew up around it or whatever, I wasn't slanging on dope like that. I wasn't into that.
Nah, you were strong, but you were not. You were in that situation, but yet you didn't become.
Yeah.
Or you didn't like follow those those people that were doing that stuff.
Right. Because bottom line was always you can end up dead in jail. That's those are your only two options.
Yeah.
And that real hard street life, which goes back to the point that you first brought up, and how how these guys just talk about that now, and rap. I remember when I was coming up, if somebody got a rap deal or something, because I only know of a few people personally that got music deals or whatever, and all of that was to come up out of the hood.
Yeah.
They weren't to come up out of that stuff,
Yeah.
But it seems like they come up out of it, and they think they have to go back to it and be around it because that's what gives them credence, or that's what gives them the popular term street cred.
Yeah.
Or whatever. But I would ask you this though. I mean, where's street credit gonna get you in the real world? I mean, the streets are a world, but it's not the whole world.
Exactly. Yeah.
So where exactly is street credit gonna get you? I mean, unless you plan on being around the streets a whole lot. But I think once you come out, I think that's the thing. You want to come out.
Yes.
And the only time you go back is when you're trying to get others out. But you got these guys that'll do that, and then they'll go back to their hood just to show off what they got. And I don't think that's the thing you want to do.
Exactly.
Because I ain't gonna put nobody's name out there, but I know of a situation where a guy made it big in a particular industry. I ain't gonna say whether it was sports or entertainment or business or what have you.
Okay.
Another guy that made it big,
Mm-hmm.
Big. I mean, big.
Yeah.
And he came back to the hood or whatever, and was showing off his stuff and talking real, very, very reckless, as they would say.
Yeah.
It was real reckless. Really talking. And long story short, he can't come. Or you can't go. I ain't gonna say come. I wasn't there.
Mm-hmm.
But he can't go to hoods anymore. Unless he's coming with security. Well, then again, that was a while back. He may be able to come down because the people that were gonna beat the brakes off of him or whatever, a lot of those guys have moved to other places, other states. Some of them locked up, and some of them did.
Mm-hmm.
But I remember that was a real thing that happened, where a guy just couldn't
keep his mouth shut.
Yeah, and it was all unnecessary, because I mean,
mm-hmm.
the hood was down for him. The hood was backing him.
Mm-hmm.
Even if he didn't represent their particular business, I'll say, without giving away what he did.
Right.
But they supported him and everything. Excuse me, but don't come back showing your Rolexes, talking about you ain't got this, you ain't got that, and look at me, I got this and I got that.
Exactly. Because I one time saw this one video. I don't know who this was, but I saw this one video of this dude making a rap video, and the thing that stuck out to me the most was how much money he had in his hand. I don't know if it was fake or real, but it looked real. But he had like a lot of money in his hand, and there's like supposedly homeless or very, very broke people behind him. And the thing that got me interested in looking at that video was how the fact that I was thinking, if he drops even $1, I could guarantee you one of those homeless people is going to get that, is going to pick it up and not giving it back to him. And another thing was how the fact that like they were like the people around him were like closing in on him all while he was like rapping and be like, yeah, I'm flexing this, flexing that, got the money, blah 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 blah. I don't know who this was, and whoever that is, don't come after me, all right? But still, that I saw that, and I saw them closing in on him, and he keeps on turning around, and I was like, yeah, because mind you, the people that are surrounding him, they're behind him, all while he's like facing the camera, rapping, having the money in his hand and whatnot. And I was just thinking, they're probably going to jump you, or do something if you drop that money, or if you don't turn around as fast as you can.
And that's what I never understood either, the wanting to show off all of your money.
Exactly. Like, good job making money legally, probably, but still, like, don't be.
Listen, I don't hate on. Excuse me, I don't hate on nobody. I mean, you got your money, more power to you, and I hope your whole family eats, and you all eat so much you get fat and full.
And have at least like a roof over your head, and somewhat of a bed.
Great. I don't hate on nobody.
No.
But I've always just wondered, why do you feel the need to throw it in other people's faces who don't have that, and you know that before you got that, what you would do to get that as a shortcut, and for you to think that somebody else is not thinking like that as a shortcut, like, because money make people do the stupidest
things. Yeah.
They will do the stupidest things for money. So, what would make you think if you walk into a crowd of 10 homeless, hungry people, and you got your cell phone in your hand, and you videoing yourself walking around these people, and you got, put let's say $50,000 in your hand and a few stacks of bands.
Okay.
And what would make you think they wouldn't jump you, leave you wherever you are, strip you down, and take all your little expensive little $700 T-shirts? Why would you spend $700 T-shirt? I'll never understand.
Me neither.
Take take all your stuff from you, probably your life too.
Exactly. Cause like even if like you have even if someone did have like a certain weapon, I'm not gonna say it, but you know what I mean. Even if they have like that person has a certain weapon, in that video from what I saw, I saw it as a 10v1. That one rapper against 10 homeless, hungry people. You got about 50 bands in your hand. I don't know. I didn't know if he had a weapon on him or not, but even if he did, most weapons have a certain amount of packaging in it. If you catch my drift, like a certain amount of packaging. If you catch my drift with that.
Yeah, you gotta run from the word gun. It's fine. You say gun, bullets. Yeah. He had a gun on. Yeah, the gun holds so many bullets. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Fine. With the gun holding that with that weapon having so many bullets and whatnot, you get what I'm saying. Like you can't always like defeat. You can't always like be. You can't always be like an anime character. Be like, okay, is 10v1? I can take y'all out within 5 minutes. Nah.
Yeah. This ain't modern. Was it Modern Warfare 3 with the who had the Nazi zombies? Who was that?
Call of Duty Black Ops. No. What's he? Yeah, it was Black Ops, but it was also World at War, I think.
World at War. Yeah, the world ain't World at War. You know what I mean? They ain't gonna sit around and wait for you to reload and come at you with glowing eyes like, I'm gonna come and get you. Like, no, son. It's real life ain't like that. Real life ain't like that. I would just say, don't show that off like that. Don't show that off like that. I think it's tasteless, childish, and suckerish. I don't care who don't like the fact that that's my opinion, because I'm not changing my opinion. I mean, you can do that if you want to do that. I just think you're doing it. I don't care how big you are. I don't care how many tens of millions of followers or hundreds of millions of followers you have or whatever. To me, that's just corny. That's what. And the reason it's corny to me is because, one, I'm from the streets and I'm from the hood, yes, but you ain't impressing me. I mean, you impress those in the streets or whatever. If you idolize somebody like that, it says so much. You need a new hero. You need a hero.
Yeah. Yeah.
Real man. I ain't talking about the hero candy bar if they still sell those. I'm talking about you need a real hero.
You need a role model like how you're my role model in life. Even though as a kid I looked up to Superman and Nightwing and Spider-Man and Batman, I looked up to you.
Right.
I looked up to you. I didn't need to, but still, like I looked up to you.
Right.
You know, some of these people.
Realistically,
I looked up to you.
Yeah, because I mean, you could do some of the things that some of the heroes had. You can have the girl that's crazy about you, like Lois Lane was crazy about Superman. You can have the billions and the props and rep that Bruce Wayne had as Batman. But
Yeah.
The think you go man and just run around the city flying from building to building, catching bad guys or whatever. No.
And finding a dude in a clown suit.
Right. Which shouldn't be allowed anyway, but that's another podcast.
Yeah, that's another episode, maybe.
Yeah, we'll deal with them clowns later. But
yeah.
But yeah, they need heroes, realistic heroes. I mean, I hate to sound like I don't even mind sound like the old fuddy duddy to say that my rap heroes weren't like that. everything, and
yeah.
would flash maybe a car in a video or a car on their CD cover, or even back then album covers.
Yeah.
You know, it would be something like that. But that was about all the flash you would get, because one, they didn't have to flash that stuff in order for me to look up to their accomplishments and everything. It was their talent and their skill. I mean, Eric B. and Rakim wore some of the biggest chains I've ever seen in my life. Well, one of the album covers, Eric B had a chain on that with a gold rope on that was that was so big, man. I mean, and then they had the big old chain, medallions and stuff, and Slick Rick, good gracious. I mean, it was amazing that man could walk around because he had on so much jewelry, so much gold. But that wasn't what got me interested in Slick Rick. Slick Rick could rap. Slick Rick had style. I mean, my guys had style. I mean, a lot of these guys nowadays or whatever, they need to have them cars, and they need to have the clothes, and they need to brag about that, because they sure can't brag about their talents. I mean, because I've seen better rhymes written by elementary schoolers or whatever for school projects.
Ain't that the truth?
That have come out on some of these guys that have gone. Well, now the thing is to go viral. You get so many millions of people to listen to your stuff or whatever. You're a hit. Yeah, you hit on the internet. But good God, son,
yeah, but at the same time, besides the followers, what did you gain from that?
Like Jay-Z said on a mixtape back years ago, your album's garbage. I bought your stuff, man. I listened to it and threw it in the garbage can. And that's what I think about a lot of people's stuff or whatever. Yeah, your album's garbage. Your record is garbage. So you better get on the internet with a big car or something, get somebody to like you that way. Because when they hear your stuff, they be like, oh my God, how did he get that money? Who did he rob? That's why a lot of them have to go back to the streets, I think, is because they ain't really making no money on their records. Because they have no talent. They have no talent.
Some people have talent and some people don't.
Yeah.
And for those that don't have talent, they try to like tweak it a little bit, like no disrespect to some people that have trouble singing and need auto-tunes, but if you know that you can't sing, but yet you still want to do it anyway, just for the heck of it.
You shouldn't think you were singing. I mean, I hate for anybody to just tell somebody to give up on their dream, but I mean, look, okay, I'll put it this way: if you like to sing, sing.
Yeah.
Sing until your little heart is content. Record it as many times as you want to. Do all of that. And you're a singer. You're a singer. You're doing it. You all right?
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is, I think when people want to become famous singers, they want everybody to see them. Well, of course, if you make music, you want everybody to hear you.
Yeah.
But be careful about that. Because you have people that appreciate your art and will listen to it and look at it from an artistic standpoint or artistic perspective.
Yeah.
And then you have just a straight up critic that'll just say, I don't like it because I don't like it.
Like when it comes to being a critic, you gotta have a actual specific reason instead of like I just don't like it, or because I said, like be a parent, be like, because I said so. Like, no, give an actual reason to be like, oh, I don't like it because the song was a little bit offbeat, or the rapping wasn't really connected to each other, or or something that actually like makes sense. To give you like an actual reason why you don't like that certain rap song.
Right. Like I was listening to the radio on my way to work the other morning, and was flashing through the channels, channel surfing and what have you, and came across this sound on a station, and it had as most times they do, had an awesome beat, but I couldn't stand a damn thing that child was saying. Not one word.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, cause like
and then with even some of the girl rappers or whatever.
Yep.
My God. I don't even know I don't know where to start.
I don't either.
I don't even know if I want to start. You know what? I'm just gonna wrap it up like this right here.
All right.
You can almost tell who got a record deal because they sold their body, and who got a record deal because they actually
worked hard.
Creative.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna leave it at that. Leave it right there.
I could think of 10. I could think of 10, both male and female rappers that have talent, but yet had to sell their bodies or sell their soul to get where they at right now.
Everybody couldn't be talented and sexy like Foxy Brown and like Lil' Kim was. And everybody couldn't be like, man, MC Lyte didn't even have to sell her body. That chick could just rap. That cool New York accent and everything, her rhyme style.
Yeah.
I mean, all MC Lyte needed to do was flow. Even Queen Latifah with her style.
Yeah. I was about to say that too. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the Queen had style. Lady of Rage, Yo-Yo, shoot, the Brat, man, Lady the Brat. Brat was like a homeboy girl. I mean, that was like the girl that could hang out with the dudes, and I mean, Brat was cool. Ain't gonna mention none of these new people and why I don't listen to them, why I don't like them. I mean, I like some of their stuff. I like, some of these lady rappers or whatever are good.
Yeah, some of them are. I will admit that.
Some of them are good. But when it's all and the whole song is and every song is just like a yell out to the crowd or something.
Yeah, either yell out to the crowd or something that's too provocative, like it's crazy.
There's no talent in that. To me, there's no talent in it. The only talent is in the making of the beat and the producer.
Cause again, with the critic, with being a critic, you have a choice to like the singing, but yet not the music, or vice versa. But if both is bad, don't get mad. Respectfully, don't get mad when the critic is like, yeah, this was terrible, honestly, and I give you like 5 reasons why or whatever like that.
Right. I like songs like, I like songs where you can take all the lyrics and the rap and listen to it a cappella and still be entertained, and where you can just listen to the music track and still be entertained. Like I think that's why Big Pimpin' by Jay-Z was one of my favorite songs. I mean, Timbaland killed that beat. Good God, Timbaland killed that beat. And them boys rapped all over that beat and killed it. I can listen to it a cappella. I can listen to just that, just that track. I mean, and that's good music. That's talent.
Suit and Tie or Holy Grail? Which one?
Oh, this was before Holy Grail.
Okay.
Oh man. Somebody probably put in your comments which album that was on. I forget which album that was on, but
Probably.
When him, Pimp C, and Bun B did Big Pimpin'.
Okay.
Joint was fire. Still is fire. It's on my playlist now. It's still on my playlist. But another thing. Transition, like my boy Juju Gotti always say transition.
Yeah.
I liked what just happened, over the summer with Drake and Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah.
I absolutely loved it because I grew up in the era of when Kumo D and LL were beefing, and they kept it on records. I remember when Pac and Biggie had their beef.
Yeah.
I remember the rumblings between Michael and Prince, but that was like an internal thing, the beef between Michael and Prince.
What were they beefing about?
Oh man, that's a rabbit hole. You wouldn't have to dig deep to follow that rabbit hole. But long story short, Michael Jackson called Prince a meanie because Prince tried to run over Michael Jackson and his mama with a car. Yeah, that's
Okay.
Which is really weird. I really like to hear Prince's side because I've only heard people that have heard Michael's side. But that would be interesting to hear anybody that can tell me that story from Prince's perspective, because I don't think Prince wanted to get no vehicular manslaughter charge running over Michael Jackson and Michael Jackson's mama. But anyway, yeah, I appreciated that beef, coming from that generation that saw a lot of beefing, and saw a lot of beefing that was on wax. Maybe like on songs and stuff. The whole not T.I. T.I. and Shawty Lo.
Okay.
That thing. And I think there was and then Jeezy and Gucci Mane.
Okay.
Jeezy and Gucci Mane had a thing. The Ja Rule. The Ja Rule 50 Cent beef. The Ja Rule but the 50 Fat Joe beef, the 50 Rick Ross beef.
Okay.
A
lot of beefs.
Beef with everybody,
yeah.
But that was just the thing, I think. Side note, I think the reason why people kept coming after 50 or whatever is because they felt like, Ja couldn't beat him, I could get him. Like, no. 50's calculated.